are episode 7 of Skeleton Crew, titled We're Going to Be in So Much Trouble, the penultimate episode, and actually enjoyed this episode. I thought it was kind of decent.
I don't believe it.
We start this episode with the parents cobbling together a communication device that they're going to try to launch into through the barrier to communicate with their kids. Actually got a whole lot of ET phone home vibes off it, trying to send out this message. They're all in the forest. They're getting the transmitter ready, but guess what? Droids show up, safety droids show up, and they start stunning all the parents.
Set down the communicator, or you will be stunned.
It's actually kind of pathetic what they do. It's kind of like hot potato. They keep running with the transmitter. Droids keep knocking them down with stun blasts. And eventually, I think it's Fern's mom that is able to shoot the transmitter off and pass through the barrier. As for the kids, well, they're all kind of happy. They're going back home. They're all playing ball on the Onyx Cinder, the brand new shiny Onyx Cinder. Well, Wim is all kind of depressed because, he got them into all this trouble. The adventure's coming to the end. It just wasn't what he thought. But don't worry, Fern pulled him through it.
I never should have pushed this stupid button in the first place.
Don't say that. I'm glad you did.
Of course, there's still Jod, who is, back with the pirates. Captain Brutus is agreed to go to the location of Atten. And when they arrive, they find a, giant, basically ball of what appears to be green gas. No planet. Well, yeah, the planet's hidden, so of course they're not going to see it. They decide to send someone in, even though Jod volunteered. And actually, good thing Jod didn't do it because it doesn't turn out great for the pilot. Brutus, of course, decides this is all a bunch of bunk, a bunch of bullshit, and it's time to, throw Jod out the airlock again. But wait, just in time, the kids show up.
Wait! Something unsenses us, Captain. A ship out of hyperspace.
And this gives Jod the chance to save his ass again. He says, hey, wait, that's the ship. That's the Onyx Cinder. That's the one that'll get through the planetary barrier. So again, he saves his ass. Captain Brutus tractors in the ship. And now, the kids are now captured on the pirate ship.
Caught in a tractor beam. We're dead meat. We're pirates meat.
Brutus, of course, demands that the kids come out, and the kids, basically play, the claw game, the claw arcade game with Captain Brutus.
Bunch of cowards. All right.
KB's trying to sound all threatening on the microphone, using extreme bass and voice distortion, kind of like Batman. But Jod knows what's going on. Jod knows the kids are on the ship, and he's not going for it. In fact, he sees an opportunity to, let's just say, eliminate an obstacle in his way. He just shot Brutus in the head. So any of those Brutus bros out there, or whatever the hell they were called, I don't know, Mr. Grizzly found out about them. All the Brutus bros are probably disappointed. Jod, of course, takes the ship, captures the kids, and it's time for him to assert some authority and show again that he is Captain Silvo and the badass in charge.
Rip it out and install it in the frigate.
Aye, Captain.
I need its firepower to seize the mint.
Around this time, the pirate ship intercepts the communication beacon from the kids' parents, and they wish they basically setting, all their love and hopes for them, tell them to come home. We want you home. Just go find a Republic emissary. They'll get you home. And, interestingly, we learned that, a little bit that parents know what's going on the planet because they say, you weren't old enough yet, but when you did get old enough, we were going to tell you the truth about Aden.
Don't tell anyone else where you're from.
Oops.
I wish we could say more. You weren't supposed to find out about any of this until you graduate.
After seeing the message, Fern suggests, we need to get a plan together to escape from Jod and the pirates. But, good old Wim, dear little Wim, always ready for adventure, decides he's got a whole other plan of his own.
Sorry.
Well, of course, that doesn't go well for the kids. They are quickly captured, and Wim is very emotional and upset that Captain Silbo, Jod, has betrayed them so many times, and he lashes out, telling Jod what he really thinks.
I don't care how many fake names you have, because we know that you're a liar, and this is our ship because we found it first.
Now, this is the point in the episode where I'm really going to call, I'm just going to say bullshit on whatever fakakta rules they've made up at this point. We got the pirate code, right? We've already heard part of the pirate code. The pirate code allows a crew member to challenge the captain for ownership, for the captaincy. Apparently now there's a pirate code that says you can only be captain of one ship. And SM-33 says, oh, wait, Jod, you can't be captain of the Onyx Cinder because you're already captain of the pirate frigate.
Excuse me.
By the pirate code, a captain can lay claim to one vessel, and only one.
So this gives, Wim the opportunity to try to claim the ship. But Jod, acts real quick and slaps his hand over.
I claim this ship. I claim the Onyx Cinder. I am the captain of this ship.
So yeah, I guess now Jod has relinquished captaincy of the frigate and is now captain of the Onyx Cinder. Oh, but wait, besides the pirate code, there's another code out there apparently in Star Wars universe, which never heard about. It's called the Code of Claims-ies.
I call unclaimsies!
What?
I call unclaimsies and claim it for kids only. 33, get these pirates off our ship.
I get it. Kids go claims, I go claims, claims, whatever. It's a kid thing, right? But this is again where I think the problem is for me on this show. This doesn't fit Star Wars. Claimsies, unclaimsies is not a thing in Star Wars, even for kids. This is very much a modern thing. And I think it's wrong to kind of force it in there. Not to mention it's a whole bunch of bullshit because Fern going unclaimsies apparently allows SM-33 to go, yeah, okay, you're right. You're the captain of the ship. And he takes out Jod.
Fred doesn't work like that. Oh!
So yeah, this rule stuff, this is all bullshit. This is just not good writing. It could have been done better. I don't know how, but this is just not good. I can say it's not good without coming up with a solution right now. I just know it could have been done better. For a kid's show, that's fine, but it doesn't make sense in the Star Wars universe. Let's be honest. So the kids think they're all scot-free. They thought they threw Jod off the ship, but guess what? That wily Jod got back on the ship and, SM-33 attack. That doesn't go well.
Well. Back again, are we? Stay with our kids, I'll handle this.
33!
Yeah, don't give a pirate a lightsaber. So it looks like 33 is gone. Jod has control of the ship. He puts the kids in their place and is, really coming off as the bad guy because that's what he's always been in the show. He's always been the bad guy. He's always been about gaining the treasure, being a pirate, being a bad guy, and his colors are being shown. So he takes control of the ship, basically tells the kids to shut the hell up or I'll kill your parents. Yeah, that's a bad dude.
Seeing your parents' faces on the comm earlier makes it very easy for me to know who to carve up.
They make it through the barrier, some chase from the other pirates, but it doesn't matter. They land on Atten, and they're now taken down into the vault because he appears and tells the droids, yes, I'm an emissary of the Republic.
Welcome to Atten. You must be the visiting Republic emissary.
Yes. Of course I am.
He's taken down into the vault. He tells the robots, hey, take care of those kids. I found them on the way here, and they, just keep them on the ship.
These children have been reported missing. I will alert the parents right away.
Hold them on my ship. For their own safety.
Apparently, this is all part of some procedure or process that the Republic used to do when it came to printing money, because they print the Dataris on Atten and then ship them off. So like this is the U.S. Mint making money. They're printing dollars. That's what Atten was. And apparently they've been doing this entire time. So however long they've been cut off from the Republic, they've been making money. And Jod gets to see what all stored in one of the vaults.
Hey, remind me, how many vaults do you have like this?
1,139.
Of course, any Star Wars fan, aficionado will remember that is one more than 1138. Very classic number going back to George Lucas's student project and first film, THX 1138. I guess that's our callback to it. Regardless, Jod has made the score of a lifetime. All the kids are reunited with their parents. Appears to be a happy reunion, but wait! Just then, Jod walks out of the vault. Not certain what's going to happen, but like I say, I actually thought this was a well-constructed episode. There's some bullshittery in my opinion. This whole pirate code claims-y, unclaims-y thing. That's a bunch of bunk. I'm sorry. That makes no sense whatsoever.
This is ridiculous.
I didn't like that part. It doesn't make sense. It's a very contrived way to get the kids back in charge of the ship. So yeah, that's some bullcrap. But I thought it actually moved the story along. Where the story is going, I'm not certain. Because Jod can't communicate with anyone outside the barrier. He now has access to all these vaults. He's pretending to be a Republic emissary. And then he walks out and draws a lightsaber. So what's going on? What's happening with the kids? I'm not certain. But yeah, overall, as I say, it's not a bad episode. It tells the story pretty decently. I think it actually brings the plot forward. That's what I had a problem with the last episode. And I know a lot of people had a problem based on numbers and comments I've seen with my take on the last episode. Guess what? Everyone's allowed to have opinion. You don't like mine? That's fine. You're allowed to not like it. I'm just telling you why I didn't like the episode. Doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't mean I'm wrong. I'm just saying that's why I didn't like it. I thought it slowed down the overall story when you only have 8 episodes to tell a story, and each one is barely 30 minutes. Come on. You can't waste time on this. Anyway, my takeaway overall at this point in this show is this does not need to be a Star Wars show. That's the thing of it. I think Disney could have come up with a whole space pirate idea, treasure planet idea, without being in the Star Wars universe. They tie it into the Star Wars universe, but I don't think you need to tell the story of the kids going on an adventure, pirates, and everything. You could do it without Star Wars. They're just using the IP because of the name. Star Wars to me has always been, I'm sorry, I'm old school. I'm not just going to say the Skywalker storyline, because clearly that's what the trilogy and prequels were, the Skywalker storyline. And it's also been about Jedi and Sith. And it's also been about conflict between Jedi and Sith, Republic Empire, that sort of thing. We're not getting that here. This is an isolated part of the Star Wars universe that I don't really think fits into what people want with Star Wars. At least not me. That's just my take. You can maybe want it. That's fine. But I think Star Wars is better told when sticking with the themes that George Lucas originally came up with. You know, taking the lessons he learned by understanding, you know, mythology and the teachings of Joseph Campbell, applying the action and pacing from movie serials of the 1930s, that sort of thing. That to me is what Star Wars is. This is just a story that doesn't need to have the label stars behind it. But, you know, for what it is, it's fine. It's just not Star Wars. I'm certain kids will like it. For me, not Star Wars. Questions, comments, witticisms down below. Click all those good buttons. I'll see you guys next time.